Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brian Dean from QuickSprout, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to scale a guest posting campaign. So as you probably know, it's very easy to target one site, send them a guest post, and get it published, but it's very different to scale it up to, let's say, 30 or more guest posts per month. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. So your first step is to get pre-written content together. So head over to odesk.com or Elance or whatever freelance site you use and click on Post a Job. And what you basically want are a number of articles in the bag ready to go. And this is really important because when you're doing outreach and you hear, okay, yes, I want you to guest post on my site, you don't want to send the requirements to the writer, wait for them, and then send it to them, and then wait for it to get published. It's much faster to have content ready to go, and most sites that accept guest posts are perfectly fine with you sending them some pre-written content as long as it's very good. So under category, choose writing and translation, and you might want to pick either website content or blog and article writing, and then depending on how many articles you need, 15 excellent articles. And then you put your requirements here. Now in my experience, the longer the article, the more likely it is to get accepted. So you may want to put something like, I need 15 900 word articles about weight loss. Okay, so then you'd put a few more requirements here, but that would be the basic gist, because once you have these, you can start outreach and you can literally get some guest posts published within days. So once you have your articles in the bag, it's time to start the outreach process. So head over to Gmail, and what you want to do is set up canned responses, which will automate some of the outreach process. So head over to Gmail, click on the little gear icon, and then click on Settings. Then click on Labs in the top toolbar. And the first one is canned responses. So you want to check this as enabled, and then scroll to the bottom and click on Save Changes. And when you do that, the next time you compose your outreach email, just save it as a canned response. And then you can insert it automatically every time you send an email to someone that's pitching them a guest post. So I have a little guest post template here. Click on the More Options button, and under Canned Responses, click on New Canned Response right here, and you can name it, let's say guest post. Click OK, and now it's saved. So if we deleted this and we're gonna write a brand new email to someone, we click on More Options, Canned Responses, and under Insert, click on Guest Post, and boom, it's in there. So now all you have to do is customize each part of it. So you'd put Neil, and then you change this to QuickSprout. You get the idea. So that's a lot faster than copying, pasting, or writing a fresh template every time you want to pitch a guest post to someone. And you could even attach the guest posts here that you had written in Odesk if you feel like this person is already ready to publish. So if you don't need permission first. Now, to keep everything organized, you definitely want a Google Doc or a spreadsheet to keep track of who you've reached out to, what content you send them, if you followed up, all that stuff, because it's very easy to lose all that information if your scaling stops. So head over to Google Docs, and under Create, click on Spreadsheet. And I'm going to actually show you the spreadsheet I use to keep track of guest posting at Backlinko, and it's very simple, but it's very effective. So it has the site that I'm targeting or I sent the guest post to, the title of the guest post, how I submitted it, so whether I used a form that's on their site or an email, when I submitted it, whether I followed up with that person. So if I don't hear from them, okay, so that's why I put the date. So let's say I put 9/03/13, okay, so then I know if I don't hear from them, let's say in 2 weeks, I'd want to follow up with them. So then I'd note that I followed up with them on, let's say, 9/20/2013, okay? And if I still don't hear from them, I usually move on to another site at that point. And once it's published, I put the published URL here. So as you can see, I have the URLs of the guest posts that I published here in the doc. So that's very important for keeping things nice and organized, because I've made the mistake before of reaching out to the same person twice with the same guest post, or sometimes I've reached out to 2 different people with the same guest post by mistake, and they both tried to publish it, and I had to ask one not to publish it. So you can prevent all of that very easily by using a simple Google Doc or spreadsheet like this. Now, if you really want to scale guest posting, I do recommend using a tool that automates and tracks a lot of outreach, like BuzzStream. Okay, so just sign up for BuzzStream, and when you log in, this is what you'll see. And what you want to do is have BuzzStream scrape the prospects for you, okay? Because usually when you do outreach, you search in Google manually, right? You're searching for, whatever right for us, which is fine. You can find some great targets like that. Weight loss plus right for us. Now you can find some targets by doing this, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of time consuming to go one by one by one through the list. And then you have to look at metrics like page rank and inbound links and things that are very time consuming to do. And BuzzStream does this automatically. So I'm going to show you how to set this up in BuzzStream. So what you want to do is click on add websites, and under link prospecting, click on create new prospecting profile. And you can name it whatever you want, so guest posting. And then you put your keywords here. So weight loss plus right for us, okay? And then you put some, like fitness plus right for us, okay? And you just continue that process. And what this will do, it'll automatically search for these search strings, collect all the results, and actually give you important metrics on the authority of that site to make sure that you're only targeting authority sites. Now, a feature that I definitely recommend that you use if you want to scale this is to keep this checked where it says retrieve new results weekly, and then you want to send notification results to someone on your team. And what this will do is it'll automatically send the results of if they find someone new to you. So you don't have to keep searching for this every week. So if you want to scale this, you can literally just set it and forget it. So once it's set, it'll automatically send new prospects into your BuzzStream dashboard automatically. And once that's done, click on save. And it takes a while to find all the sites, okay? So once that's done, you want to click on add websites, and under link prospecting, choose the one that you made. So in this case, guest posting. And what it'll do, it'll show you all the sites that they found. So in this case, we found 231 websites using an SEO related search string. And it shows you all the data here. So the highest SERP position, so where it ranks, and the page rank. So you can sort by all this stuff. So if you just want to target, really high authority sites, you'd want to sort the page rank and just hit these high authority sites, okay? Now, if you had other ways that you wanted to sort, you could do that too, but this is basically the easiest one. But what I like about BuzzStream that really saves a lot of time for scaling is that it gives you contact information. So you have their email, their Facebook, and their Twitter right here. So you don't have to actually visit each site. So within BuzzStream, you can actually find their contact information and contact them within BuzzStream and keep track of, like under the relationship status, let's say you said, you got rejected. So your guest post was rejected, and then you can go back and contact them again. So if you want to scale, the spreadsheet can work, right? This spreadsheet can work, but if you're going to scale this with a team and you have multiple people working on it, you definitely want to use a tool like BuzzStream, because then everyone knows that, Joe contacted Search Engine Journal on September 23rd, and that you shouldn't contact them until, let's say, 2 weeks later. And it just helps the scaling process. So that's all there is to scaling guest posting. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.